What's good, YouTube? It's Reaction by Rahclipz again. Today we're going to be reacting to the problem with hood vlogs. Now, in my opinion, if I'm ever a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying, I'm not doing no hood vlogs. I don't want to go over there, gotta risk getting pressed by these dudes, you know what I'm saying, trying to act tough for the camera, all this. I'm just not dealing with all that. As a matter of fact, there was a YouTuber, Brandon Buckingham. I'm pretty sure his cameraman got shot doing a hood vlog. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool off that, you know what I'm saying. But, yeah, let's get into it. Like, subscribe. You know, we only wait to 100 subscribers, so it would mean a lot if I could get a sub from you. But, yeah, let's get into it.
Every YouTube channel goes to the hood nowadays, it seems. But there's only a few that I actually feel like bring something good, like a message. Tommy G, for instance, his message in any video is to always let the youth know that this is not worth it. And
yeah, Tommy G definitely has some great videos. I'm not gonna lie. I used to watch him when he was at like a few 100,000 subscribers, I think. I used to watch all his videos. But yeah, he definitely has some fire videos, bro.
That's not how you want to live. But some of the guys on the platform that are going to the hood and asking a group of 15-year-olds what they think about the people
they just be promoting it. What was that dude's name? I forgot that dude's name. I think it was like, I forgot his name, but that dude who did the hood vlog with Lil Speedy, fully chopping all of them, bro. That he's a goofy. I'm not gonna lie. That nigga's weird. It was like he's promoting it. Like, I don't know, bro. I ain't messing with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Their homie is just insane. Now, as a disclaimer, I will say that I noticed some of the guys going to record these interviews are only like 19 years old. But even when I was 19, I'm not DMing no kids asking them to link up for an interview. And then when I get there, I just ask them about their dead friends, how many blocks they hood stretch, and if they have a message for the camera. Like, at 15, bro, you don't have no damn message. It's just like little RT interviews. I barely even know who this kid is, and I definitely would never listen to his music, but why would you ever?
Niggas were actually listening to 60 Miles. Like, actually full blasting that 60 Miles song in the car at one point. You're talking about going a little over the speed limit while running from the, like, I never understood that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I never understood that. I'm not gonna say it was bad, you know, I'm not hating on them or nothing, but like, as like, it was grown, like literally grown men and women blasting that song to get hyped to it.
Been on multiple platforms, including No Jumper. Bro not even reading at a 9th grade level because he hasn't reached 9th grade yet.
Yeah,
that's
sad, bro.
And whoever invited this kid into a studio needs to be watched by the police. Anyway, let's talk about what these guys being interviewed think they're getting out of it. I remember when a channel in Chicago interviewed this hood in West Inglewood and he got 1 million views. Then once those guys realized that
On the Couch TV, that's his name. That's his name. I don't like that nigga. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like that nigga. He does nothing. He doesn't send any message or anything. The nigga just promotes it. Like, it's like, bro, I could never,
pays money for views. They got mad and threatened the interviewer for making all the money and not giving them any.
See what
Most
I'm saying?
people on Earth have no idea how YouTube works in terms of revenue and running a channel. A lot of people don't even think it's possible for them to generate revenue this way, but it's not as complicated as it seems. So we have guys in the hood that'll get interviewed for free, just like the guys that go on No Jumper for free. Because why? Because they think an interview equals clout and they think clout equals money. Bro, there are AI channels that don't even talk. They just let ChatGPT write a whole script for them, then let an AI voice do the narrating and get millions of views. They don't get any clout for that. They just get paid. It's like back in the day when people would record something crazy for WorldStar hoping they would get 1 million views, but the only person that would profit were whoever was behind WorldStar. Exactly. Many people have been robbed or killed just because they got a lot of views, but didn't.
Now, and what you could do, if you're not getting paid, like, let's say YouTube didn't pay me or something like that. You could still use like the clout you're getting from YouTube to start like your own stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or move to like a different website and promote that where you are getting paid, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't just, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be one of them niggas who just on the internet just to have clout, bro. That's weird to me.
Any money to not always be in the exact spot they were recorded in.
Oh my gosh! Yo! What gun was that? That sounded like they got a switch on a switch. That literally sounded like a ray gun. I'm not gonna lie. Nigga, do you hear that? That sounds like a stormtrooper gun. Oh my gosh. What are you beefing with, bro?
For instance, if I come to your hood and ask you a bunch of questions, clearly trying to get you to mention your ops, and you do end up mentioning them and saying something disrespectful, even if I gave you $500 for the interview, you still would be on the same block when the guys you disrespected come to find you. Now, back in the day, they used to do this. They used to have to put it on a DVD and sell it, and I remember being in 4th grade when some of the older kids from my hood would watch these hood DVDs. And it was the first time I'd ever seen anything like this, and coming into the 2010s, Zach TV was the first to do it in the form that we see today. And although I never met Zach, he seemed like an upstanding guy. He was just,
bro, it was actually sad how he went out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure he was just like asking questions about like a case that went cold. I guess they said he got too close to like actually solving it and they ended up killing him even after he said he wasn't even gonna talk about it anymore. Like, it was wild,
interviewing these guys that were trending, and back then the gang members in Chicago were way more of a hot topic than they are today. And he managed to do interviews from Chicago all the way to New York. But after a while, this started to get dangerous. Why? Well, Zach did keep it respectful at all times, and he let every person tell their own story. But again, he was interviewing gang members, and most of them were teenagers. What do teenage boys do all over the country? Try to look tough. Doesn't matter if you in the suburbs, live around a farm, or in the hood. I've seen it all. And it's just that when you in the streets, try not to look soft.
The thing is, bro, this is what I never understood. You don't have to be the most toughest dude to like have respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta. You don't. A lot of niggas think you gotta be from the hood to be tough, bro. As long as you have like a certain level of like self-respect, that's all that matters. As long as you don't let nobody like play with you, you know what I'm saying? If you watch my TikTok, you know what I'm finna talk about. But if you're not one of them dudes who let niggas spit on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like soft or something. Like, I don't understand niggas think like that.
Dismissing and disrespecting other teenagers that will crash out and come find you. So when Zach was going from hood to hood doing interviews, he run into one group of guys to say the last group of guys he interviewed were lying. Then the next group he interviewed would say that the last group of guys he interviewed was disrespectful. Then it turned to these gang members looking at Zach sideways and wondering why he would interview them and the guys that are trying to kill them. Of course,
cause it's content, bro. What? Niggas be slow, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Like, what, you want me to pick a side? I have nothing to do with this. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger, bro. Relax.
This is just unbiased journalism. When a war reporter goes into the field, they sometimes interview both sides. But unfortunately, just like journalists get killed, so does Zach. And just to give my opinion on this, what DJ Academics does now is worse than what he did 10 years ago, in my opinion. After he heard Loose Cannon say that he kidnapped Meek Mill, Act told Loose that he was capping. But this was obviously just so Loose would explain himself. DJ Academics didn't think this story was a lie. He just knows how to make an idiot explain himself. And it's the same.
I will say, Academics and Charlemagne too, bro. The whole Breakfast Club. It's No Jumper too. Them niggas are some top tier rage baiters. I'm not gonna lie. And the rappers be falling for it every time. Every time. They know exactly how to get under niggas' skin. Those are some podcasts that I would just never go on. Like, Breakfast Club being like at number 1, No Jumper being at number 2, Academics probably being at number 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never go on those.
Lil Durk's interview, Ack went from just repeating the things these guys say on the internet while adding a little sauce like calling them Baphomet, Wolverine, and the Grim Reaper, to now he's actually using tactics to make people admit to crimes. Which, of course, as an adult, you should not be able to get tricked like this. Some guys actually want to snitch on themselves, but you can't
just because they're addicted to clout, bro. They want clout so bad, they're willing to self-snitch.
Just take advantage of a person making dumb decisions to the point where you actively helping them dig a hole. Like, I'm pretty sure, let me know if I'm capping, but Lil Durk's interview with DJ Academics is actually being used against him in federal court. But anyway, there's multiple ways to do this, right? You can go to the hood and ask guys how they grew up, give them some promotion, and ask them about their future plans maybe. But when you go and just spread gossip and ask provocative questions, you know what type of response you're gonna get from these guys. The dudes in the street bring enough heat to themselves. I'm not about to go to your hood and put the camera on you when I know you about to taunt some guys that's gonna come through shooting. Like, man, I already don't want to be standing out here with you because every dude.
I did say this already, but you know what I'm saying? Like, again, Brandon Buckingham, bro. He was just trying to do like a hood vlog interview, like a little studio session, I'm pretty sure too. Nigga his cameraman got shot for no reason, bro. Like, I don't understand it.
You like good weird. Standing with them as if they have control over a stolen car full of their ops that will come through and lay us all down.
Exactly,
I learned at 15 that you got to watch what you do and say on camera, especially in the city. And this is nothing new. People were getting killed over being arrogant on camera before Facebook even had an app, when you had to log in on the PC. And definitely after, it was still happening. The first guy I ever saw get caught and stood over on a live stream was like a decade ago. When some gang members told him not to come up to this one store, he came right up to the store, started his live, and was talking.
I think I seen this video because it was on YouTube. YouTube actually used to have like basically no rules at one point, bro. It was bad. Basically, I think what happened was like the dude ended up like, you just see them like start running, and then you heard shots going off, and the shooter was actually standing over the camera at one point. Like, you could see the bullets.
Crazy, and seconds later, he was dead.
These
guys contribute enough to their own demise. I'm not gonna come and record you in front of your grandma's house and let you talk crazy. Once again, most of the guys that are being interviewed are teenagers. If I see a group of 16-year-old little boys deep on the block, I'm not saying nothing to y'all. Y'all the ones doing all the dirt. And if I do say something, I'm gonna tell you some real game. Like how when you go to jail, all your homies out here gonna move on and forget about you. Bro. They'll say free you when
niggas gonna be cracking your female. Hey, bro, I'm just saying, bro. It's not worth it. Niggas don't got no loyalty at all. I'm not gonna lie.
The camera's rolling, but won't put $1 on your books. And also, like I always say, they're gonna be sleeping with your girl. If you're not out here telling these kids the truth, then you don't need to be out here. The kids in the street are the ones that's misled. Any grown gang members, ain't no point in talking to them at all. Everybody got to grow up one day. There's guys that used to be in the streets that grew up and own businesses now. They raise their family and give back. But you can't get rich in the streets. You can't be successful.
You can't be, that's what I'm saying. You can't have both, bro. You're either rich and successful and you out the streets, or you in the streets and you might have some money. I mean, like, you're not going to be, I don't think you're going to be broke. You know what I'm saying? That would defeat the whole purpose of being in the streets, but you're definitely not going to get successful. You're going to have to be watching over your back every day, paranoid at all times. Oh my gosh. Or you're going to be dead, bro. Like, it's not fun. That's where all these rappers be having y'all messed up at, bro. It's not cool at all. On paper, you know what I'm saying? It look cool. They got girls, money, fans, all this. They music good. Nigga. These niggas are watching their back, shivering every time they step out the door. It's not worth it, bro. I'm telling you.
Successful in the streets. You out here baiting these kids to answer crazy questions, knowing that you the only one that's gonna eat from it at the end of the day. Because when you leave their block or when they leave your studio, you going home and profiting, and they gonna go right back to mom's house, hoping nobody pops out the bushes before they can get to the door. The stuff in the streets will be going on whether the internet existed or not. But it just looks crazy, in my opinion, whenever you pull up to a group of kids and essentially try to get them to diss other hoods, as if these guys ain't the ones doing all the shooting.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's just me, man.
Let me know what y'all think about this video, bro. If you're in the streets right now, please get out, bro. There's a pattern that's been going on for decades, bro. Like, literally decades. And if you haven't seen it by now, you need to wake up, bro. It's so stupid to be in the streets. But yeah, that's what I think about the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think below. Like, comment, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're on the way to 100 subscribers, so it mean a lot. And yeah, y'all have a nice day. Peace.